Namaste, a warm good morning to all of you who are listening me right now. Firstly, I want to thank all of you for viewing my page, for liking my page, and for your feedback and suggestions. And as per your suggestion, I have just changed a little bit from today. That means after each and every lesson, I have given you some assignment and that you can do at your own at home. And whenever you feel problem while solving those assignment, at that time you can just view the tutorial once again, and I think you'll get all the answers which are given over there in assignment. So today we are going to discuss about function. After that, different types of functions which are used in QBASIC, and even the usage. That means the use of function also will be discussed today. And remember, this lesson will be helpful for grade 9, grade 10 as well as SE preparing student. Okay, so firstly, what is function? Whenever we call the term function in programming, at that time it is a set of predefined instructions. That means whenever predefined set of instructions are combined together, it forms what? Function. And remember, function is used for what? Executing specific task. That means function is used to execute a specific task. And remember, different keywords or different syntax are combined together to form a function. And how the function works, how it is used in QBASIC, that also will be discussed later on. Okay, so mainly there are two different types of function. The first one is user defined function. As we have already told that function is set of predefined instruction. So in case of user defined function, the function will be defined by the user. That means the program is written by the user. All the parameters are set by the user, and it can be used by the user whenever he or she wants to write another program. So user defined function, in case of user defined function, what will be there? Whatever syntax are written over there, that is defined by the user. That's what is user defined function. We can just take one example of what? User defined function. In this function, two different numbers are entered over here. After that, they are added and stored in C, and finally the result is passed from secondary module to main module by using the function name. And remember, in last chapter we discussed about the function name, and here LOCK, lock, is what? The function name used in this program. Similarly, the parameters which are used in this program are A and B. And remember the next thing, that is argument. Arguments is also what? A and B. Similarly, real parameter or actual parameter used in this program are what? A and B. And the formal parameter which is used in this program is A and B. Okay, so the next one is library function. So there are two different types of function. The first one is what? That is user defined function, and second one is library function. Now library means it is stored somewhere, or it is built-in function of QBASIC, such as the functions which are used as library function, that is already defined by what? QBASIC. So we don't have to define it further. And in library function, what will be there? The keyword that we write, that is what? Already defined by QBASIC. So library function can also be called as ready-made function, or even they can be called as built-in function of QBASIC. Now some examples of library functions are int, Elian, similarly str$, val, etc. These are the example of library function. In case of library function, we don't have to define them. That is already defined by QBASIC, so we just have to use them. Now how to use them in QBASIC programming, that I'll give you in detail by writing each and every function in what QBASIC editor screen. Okay, now the first type of library function, that is numeric library function, and from the term you will be clear. Numeric means what? Number. That means it processes the number. The library function which processes number, that is called as numeric library function, and it is used for what? Processing number, and finally the result will be given in the form of number in case of what? Numeric library function. And there are different examples of numeric library function such as int, cint, avs, sgn, sqr. So all of them are written over here. Now what we'll do is we'll write each and every function in program. After that we'll see how do they work in what? QBASIC editor screen. Okay, so the first one, that is what? int. And what is int function? It removes the digits after the decimal. That means suppose if you have entered any number with what? Decimal, that means any fractional number, at that time the digits after that decimal point will be removed by int function. Okay, let's check this out in what? QBASIC editor screen. How does this work? Okay, so the first one is int. Okay, let me check that. Where is int? Okay, so this one, int. See here, I've just done simple program. That means we have not done here modular program. Firstly, we have to know how the library functions are used in QBASIC. After that, we can easily convert them into what? Modular programming also. So let's check here. Firstly, CLS. After that, the value of A is here 6.7. And what is done here? Remember, A is what? A decimal number, because it contains different digit after what? The decimal point. So B is INTA. Now how to use INT function? We have to write INT. After that we have to give the bracket and the number that we convert into integer, that should be written within the bracket. And remember, the output of this program will be in number. Whenever you are processing number, at that time whenever you use int or numeric library function, at that time the output also will be in number. So we just have written here B. If the output was in string means if it contains any alphanumeric character, alphabets or numbers, at that time we have to use what? We have to use $sign. But in case of this program, we don't have to use any $sign in B, because it is just retrieving what? The number from the given set of number. So B is equal to INTA. After that, now we have stored the value, integer value of A in B. Now that should be printed. So print B, and finally we have end the program. Now let's check what will be the output of this program. Let's press F5. Now just see here, the output of this program will be 6. 6 means what? The number after the decimal place, that is what? Removed from the given number. So the use of int is to what? Remove the number after the decimal place. That's what is the use of int. Now we'll check another program, that is let's check what is there in numeric library function, that is cint. Now cint converts the number decimal into whole, either rounding up or down. That means if we are given any fractional number, that will be either rounded up or rounded down on the basis of the number that is entered over there. So let's check out cint. So what is there in cint? The use of int and cint is almost same. A is equal to 13.4, B is equal to cint bracket A. That means the way that we have used int, in the same way we are using what? Cint. And the value of B will be in number, so we have not used any dollar sign over here. Finally it is printed and the program is ended. Now let's check the output. What will be the output of this program? The output is 13. So we have said that cint rounds up or rounds down the number. Now let's store here 13.5 and let's check what will be the output. Okay, now see here, the output of this program will be 14. In case of int, it just removes the number after the decimal place, but in case of cint, what will be there? It either rounds up or rounds down the number. If the digit after the decimal place is smaller than 5, at that time it rounds down the number, otherwise it rounds up the number. Okay, this is the use of cint. Similarly, the next one is let me check that out. Okay, next one is sqr. Okay, so what is sqr? Sqr function is what? Square root. That means it is used to find the square root of any number. Suppose if you have entered any number as 36, after that you did what? B equals sqr bracket A. Now you have print the value of B. Let's check what will be the output. The square root of A, that means it should be 6. And let's press F5 and check it. What is the output? And the output is 6. That means sqr function, it finds the square root of any number. So now the next one is, let me check that out, sqr, after that avs. Okay, so next one is avs. Avs means what? It is absolute function. That means it gives the positive number. That means whenever we enter any negative number, at that time its absolute value will be found by what? The avs function. Let's see here, the value of A is equal to -8. Now B is equal to avs bracket A. That means now this minus sign will be removed, and finally the value of V or the output will be 8. Let's check this out. Okay, so the output is 8. So avs function, it is used to what? Find the absolute value of any number. Okay, similarly let's check another numeric library function, that is sgn. Okay, sgn. Now what is the use of sgn function? Sgn function finds the sign, or it retrieves the sign from the given number. The entered number over here is 89, and we have written here B is equal to sgn bracket A. That means what is the sign before that value 89? That is plus. So the value of B should be here 1. Let's check this out. Okay, Just see here, the value of b is 1 or the output is 1. That means it retrieves the number, it retrieves the sign from the given number, and it retrieves in the form of either 1 or -1 or 0. Just try this out by using minus sign in what? 89. Okay, let's write -89. -89. Now b equals sgn a is negative number. Now the value of b should be -1. Now let's check this. Okay guys, just see here, the value of b is -1 over here. That means whenever any negative number is used, sgn retrieves what? -1. Now suppose if you just write here 0, that means if the value of a is 0, now what will be the output? Just press F5 and check. It should be 0. Yeah, it is 0. So whenever you enter any positive number, sgn retrieves 1. Whenever you enter any negative number, it retrieves -1. And whenever you enter any 0, that means if you enter 0 at that time, you will get the output as 0. Okay, so this is all about sgn function. Now next one is, okay, the next function is okay, sine, cos and tan function. These are also what? These are also numeric library function, and this sine, cos and tan function, they are used to find the value of sine, cosine and tangent of the given angle. That means just see here, the value of a is 30. After that, this a is used for angle. If the angle is 30 degree, after that we have used here const. Const is what? The constant term, and b is assigned as constant and its value is 22/7. Now c is equal to a times b upon 180. That means we have converted the given angle, which is in degree, into radian. Whenever you are trying to find the value in terms of sine, cosine and tangent, you have to convert that into radian. And to convert degree into radian, you have to multiply the number or the angle by pi/180. Here pi is b and upon 180. So a times b upon 180 is done here. And finally d is equal to sine angle c. Now this c is what? In radian form. And finally we have to print the value of d. So what is the value of sine 30? I think it should be 1/2 or 0.5. Let's check the answer. Okay, so it is 0.500. So it is almost 0.5, and it is our answer. Suppose if we just write here cos in place of sine, then what will be here? Will there be any change or not? Just check this out. Okay, if we write here cos and if we press F5, so its value will be 0.86592. So the value is changed here. I think the value of cos 30, it is √3/2, and √3/2, if that is converted into decimal number, then I think it will be like this one, 0.86592. So sine, cos and tan function, they are used to find the value for what? The given angle. But remember, that should be converted into radian, and to convert that into radian, we have to multiply the given number by what? pi/180, where pi is assigned as constant term. So This is all about numeric library function. In case of numeric library function, we discuss about int, we discuss about cint, similarly avs, sgn, and different sine, cos, and tan function. And remember, numeric library function converts what? Or process numbers. Now the next one is string library function. In case of string library function, it is used to process string. String library function is used to process what? String. Now firstly you have to know about the string. What is a string? Okay, I have written that in red text. String is letter, group of letters, or alphanumeric character. What is a string? String is a letter. Suppose if you write A, that will be a string. If you write B, that will be a string. Similarly, it is group of letters. Group of letters means if you write any name at that time, that also will be what? A string. And similarly, next one is alphanumeric character. Alphanumeric character means it is combination of alphabets as well as number. Just see here, 9CA5R. It is what? An alphanumeric character because it contains number as well as it contains alphabets. Okay, so string library function is used to process string. Now there are different examples of what? String library function, such as Elian, WriteDollar, LeftDollar, MidDollar, UkissDollar, similarly UkissDollar, VAL, ASC, etc. Now we'll just do each and every string library function in QBASIC. That means how will they work? Let's check them out. Okay, and we'll start with what? Elian function. So Elian. Okay, now Elian function is used to find the length of the string. Length means what? How many characters are used here in the given string. That will be found by what? Elian function. Okay, so how many characters are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember that space also should be counted. 5, after that 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 different characters are used in $. Now what should be the value of B? The value of B should be 9 because we have already said that Elian function is used to find the length of the string. So the value of B should be 9. Now see here, though A is written with $sign, but there is no $sign in B. Why? Here len function is used to get length of the string, and the length of the string should be in number, so we have not used any $sign over here in B. Now let's check the output. It must be 9, so it's 9. Now we can be confirmed that Elian function is used to find the number of characters and spaces which are used in the given string. And to use Elian function, we just have to write Elian, after that the string name in bracket. Okay, now the next function is okay, the next one is WriteDollar. Now what is WriteDollar? From the term it is clear. WriteDollar means it takes the character from right side of the given string. Now the value of $A is locked down. After that $B is equal to WriteDollar bracket $, 3. Remember, whenever you use $, it must be used in the same way that I have written over here. $, after that a string name, after that how many characters that you want to get, that should be written over here. That means in this program the user wants to take 3 characters from right hand side. Now let's check 3 characters from right hand side of the given string. NWO. That means the three characters which should be taken in the given program is OWN. And remember, whenever it takes from what? The starting position. It doesn't take from reverse order. So three characters from right hand side, that means OWN. The output of this program should be what? OWN. And here $B is used. Why $B? Because it takes the character. And remember, to store character, we must have to use what? We must have to use the dollar sign. Now let's check the output. Yeah, see here, its output is OWN. OWN means it has taken three characters from which side? From right side of the given string. Similarly, we can use left dollar function. Suppose if you write here, let's say 2, in place of 3, if you write here 2, now what do you get? You'll get what? Just count 2 characters from right hand side, and while writing, write them in exact form. That means not in reverse order. 2 characters, that they are N and W, but whenever we write, that should be written in what? The exact form. That means WN. Just check the output. Yeah, it's WN. So $dollar is used to take the characters from right hand side of the given string. Now suppose in place of $dollar, if you use left dollar, left, left dollar, now what will be there? Left dollar is same like right dollar, but it takes the character from left hand side of the given string. So left dollar, $, comma 2, that means from left hand side 2 characters. So the characters are L and O, and whenever they are combined, the answer is LO. So the output should be what? LO. It's just taking a bit time to execute. So the output is LO, and we got what? 2 characters from left hand side. Suppose if we use here, let's say $, comma 4. Now what should we get? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we have to get what? LOCK, lock. Let's check. Yeah, the output is LOCK. So it's working. So left $ is used to take characters from left hand side of the given string. Similarly, now let's go for another library function, that is UkissDollar. Okay, now the way we have used what? Left $, right $. In the same way UkissDollar is used, but no any numbers are used over here. So the use of UkissDollar is to convert the given character into uppercase. $, is equal to lockdown, but remember some words are capitalized and some words are in what? Lowercase form. Now whenever you use UkissDollar, all the characters will be converted into what? Uppercase. So whenever you get the output, all should be in capital form. Though some characters are in small letter, some characters are in what? Uppercase letter, but whenever you use UkissDollar, all will be in what? Uppercase form. And the next thing is $sign is used in B also, because it is taking what? Characters. And whenever you are storing character, at that time you have to use what? $sign. Now let's check the output. Yeah, the output is lockdown and all the characters are in what? Capital letter. Now similarly there is another function, sorry, that function is UkissDollar. The function is UkissDollar. Okay, so if you use UkissDollar over here, suppose if $B is equal to UkissDollar $A. Now if you print $B and if you end the program, now same like what UkissDollar, it converts all the character into what lowercase. So all the characters which are used over here, they will be converted into what lowercase. So all the characters will be in what small letter form in UkissDollar. Just check this out. Okay, so all the characters are in what small letter form. This is all about UkissDollar. Now the next one is the next one is val function. So val function is used to retrieve numbers from the given string. If the string is alphanumeric character and if it contains any number, that number or digit will be what taken by val function. But remember, the digit should be the preceding digit. That means it should be at the front. The digits which are in between will not be taken by val function. So $A is equal to 5 TIM 4 SINA. That means what is the preceding number here or leading number here? The leading number is 5. So only 5 will be output of this program. Yeah, just see here, 5 is the output of this program because the leading number is 5. Suppose if you just remove that 5, there will not be any leading number. That means the string starts from the character, and at this time as no number or no digit is there at the front, so its output will be 0. Okay, just see here, the output is 0. So val function is used to take the preceding number or the leading number from the given string. Now the next function which is used is what? ASC function. Now what is the use of ASC function? ASC function, it is used to convert the given character into ASCII value. ASCII, the full form of ASCII is American Standard Code for Information Interchange, and it is used by computer whenever it tries to convert any character into number. Now what is written here? Just check the program. $B is equal to A, $C is equal to capital Z, after that $D is equal to small a, and $E is equal to capital Z, small z. Now what is done here? F is equal to ASC of $B. Now no dollar is used in F, G, H and I, because they are just taking the number from the given character, and all the variables which are used over here, B dollar, C dollar, D dollar and E dollar, their ASCII value is taken and they are stored in F, G, H, I respectively. So now what will be the output of F, G, H and I? The capital A, capital Z, small a and small z. Just check that out. So the ASCII value of capital A is 65. Similarly, ASCII value of capital Z is 90. After that, ASCII value of small a is 97 and ASCII value of small z is 122. So ASC function is used to convert the given character into what? Its respective ASCII value. And whenever you are writing the string or character, remember you have to write a single character over here, because a single character contains its own ASCII value. And the next thing is the ASCII value for capital A to Z is 65 to 90, and for small a to z is 97 to 122. Okay, now we'll check for another library function. Len is done, LiveDollar done, UkissDollar done, val done. After that, this one is done. Now okay, the next library function is $. $. Okay, $. Okay, let's write here 4, 3. Now the library function that we have used here, that is $. And what is the use of $? It is a bit different. In case of $, we have used here 3 different parameters. That means $, the entered string. After that, 4 and 3. Now just see here, this 4 indicates from which character to start. Our given string is locked down. Now 4, you have to count the 4th character from the given string. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means it starts from K. And how many characters? 3 characters. After K there is a space, that also will be counted, and D. So 3 characters means including that position of the character. That means from 4th, how many characters? 3 different characters. So K space and D should be the output of this program. This 4 indicates from which position to start, and this 3 indicates how many characters. Let's just check the output. It should be K space and D. Yeah, just check the output over here. It is what? K space and D. So $, it is used to retrieve character from any side of the given string. $, that is used for what? Retrieving the character from left hand side. $, that is used for retrieving the character from right hand side. But $, can retrieve the character from any side of the given string. Suppose if you want to take, let's say, down only, from what? Lockdown, using $. At that time, what do we do? Our string is $, it's okay. After that, what is the position of this down? 1, 2, 3, 4, space also should be counted, 5. So D starts from the 6th position. So in place of this 4, we have to write here 6. Now how many characters? 1. D also should be counted. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in place of 3, we have to write here 4. Now $, $, 6, 4. Now what should be the output of this program? The output should be DOW and down. Yeah, it's down. So this is all about the string library function. So in today's lesson we discuss about function. After that, two different types of function: user defined function, which is defined by the user themselves. After that, library function, it is defined by QBASIC, and it is what? Ready-made function or built-in function of QBASIC. There are two different types of library function. They are numeric library and string library. In case of numeric library, what will be there? They process the number. And in case of a string library function, they process what? The string. String means alphabets, number, or alphanumeric characters. Now at last I have given you some home assignment, and in home assignment, whatever discussed over here in today's lesson, from that area I have given you some work. I have written two different programs over here, and I have asked you identify library functions used in the given programs along with their function. Whatever library functions are used over here in these programs, that we have to find. After that, we have to write their function as well. Similarly, two different programs, so you have to find what? Library function name. After that, you have to find what? Their type and their use. Just see the program once again. These are the two different programs. You can just click photo of these two programs, or you can just pause the program. After that, you can what? Write the answer for the given question. And what is asked to you? You are asked to find what? The library function. After that, you are asked to find the type and what is the use of those library function, that you have to know. Similarly, the next one is write the differences between user defined and library function. You have to what? Find the differences between user defined function and library function. Whatever points we discussed here, from that area you have to write the differences between what? User defined function and what? Library function. And the third one is you can just write programs. Write programs for each library functions. Whatever library functions we have discussed, that I have shown you in program also. Now what should you do is you have to make a program for each of the library functions that we have used here. So guys, for today I just want to conclude my lesson. Hope you have enjoyed the lesson. If you do have any comments, if you do have any feedback, please just don't hesitate to give. Okay, finally I want to quit. Okay, thank you.